Hello and welcome to Life Beyond Trends. In today's video, we will discuss into the reasons behind farmers' frustration with the government, focusing on their push for a guaranteed minimum support price (MSP) and its economic implications. If you're passionate about understanding the world around you, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our content. Before we start, let me ask you a short quiz. There was a farmers' protest back in 2020 to 2021. What was the outcome of the farmer protests? Option A. The government created a special agricultural fund. Option B. The agricultural laws were repealed. Option C. Farmers were granted free electricity nationwide. Option B. MSP was made a legal right. Please comment the right answer. I will share the answer at the end of the video. Now, moving on to the core of today's discussion, farmers from Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh are marching towards Delhi, demanding the implementation of MSP for their crops. As per the latest update, farmers have rejected the government's recent offers to resolve the issue and continue their protest march. The government has put up barricades to prevent protesters from reaching to power corridors in Delhi and disrupting daily life in the capital. But why is MSP so crucial? You might wonder. Consider this scenario. A bumper crop season results in an abundance of produce. Contrary to expectations, this abundance can lead to a price drop because the supply exceeds demand, making it financially unviable for farmers to even cover their production costs. In some cases, they might find it more sensible to destroy their crops than bear the costs of transporting them for sale. To mitigate such losses, the government introduced the MSP, agreeing to purchase certain crops at a predetermined price to ensure farmers are protected from market fluctuations. This system covers 22 specified crops and is intended to secure farmers against financial loss by buying and storing these crops for distribution through various schemes or for future use in case of a supply shortage. Calculating MSP involves considering various factors, including the cost of production, which encompasses seeds, fertilizers, labor, machinery, fuel, family labor, and even the rental value of the land. Before we proceed, if you find this content enlightening and believe in spreading awareness about important issues like the farmer protests, show your support by hitting that like button. It helps this video reach more people and makes a big difference. There are numerous demands that farmers have raised over the past few years. Now let us look into what farmers demand. Farmers want the expansion of MSP from current 22 crops to all other crops. This would ensure coverage of protections of farmers from regions where different crops are grown. Another demand that farmers have is implementation of the Swaminathan Commission's formula, which asks for more than 50% of cost of crop production as MSP. Now, determining actual cost is a tricky subject. However, the core reason for the farmers' protest this time is about legal enactment around MSP to prevent government withdrawal in any circumstances. So as we have seen, despite the protection it offers, the MSP system has no legal backing, leaving room for government discretion and uncertainty among farmers, hence their demand for legal recognition of MSP. This leads to the question, is making MSP a legal requirement feasible? The current MSP system primarily benefits wheat and rice, leaving producers of other crops at a disadvantage. Reports suggest that a minimal percentage of farmers benefit from MSP, yet agriculture employs nearly half of India's population and contributes significantly to its GDP. Without sufficient support, farmers could face financial ruin, potentially exiting the sector, which would have dire economic consequences. Moreover, legalizing MSP could encourage crop diversification, countering the environmental impact of predominantly growing water-intensive crops like paddy and wheat, which also contribute to stubble burning issues. Critics argue that fixing a legal MSP could distort market dynamics and impose a heavy financial burden on the government, potentially diverting funds from other critical areas like infrastructure development. Food inflation could also rise as a consequence of higher prices for certain commodities. An alternative suggestion is to allow market forces to determine prices while the government compensates farmers if market prices fall below the MSP, reducing the need for extensive storage facilities. However, past experiences, such as the scheme tried in Madhya Pradesh in 2017, show that such systems are susceptible to manipulation. Another proposal is direct income support to farmers, a system already in place through the PM Kisan scheme, which could be expanded. The debate over MSP continues, with no clear resolution in sight, but the hope for a fair and sustainable solution remains. What's your take on the farmer protests and their impact on agricultural policies? Do you think there's a better solution? Should government agree to the demands of protesting farmers? How these protests are affecting your life? We'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Drop us a comment below and let's start a conversation. Thank you for tuning into today's topic. Before we end, let me answer the question I asked earlier. The farmers' protest back in 2020 to 2021 ended with the agricultural laws were repealed. So, the right answer is option B. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked our content. If you appreciate our work and want to stay updated with more content like this, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Join our growing community of informed viewers today.